Welcome back to my channel. If you want to improve your English easily, you are in the right place.
Yes, that's right. So let's start today's English podcast.
Hey, English learners, welcome back to Talk Lucy podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English with real conversations. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Kevin. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are.
Kevin, how are you today?
I am doing very well, Lucy. I have a lot of energy today. I slept very well last night.
That is good. Sleep is very important. What time did you wake up today?
I woke up very early. I woke up at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.? That is very early.
Yes, I am a morning person.
A morning person. That means you like the morning, you have energy in the morning.
Exactly. I love the morning. The world is quiet. What about you, Lucy? Are you a morning person?
No, I am not a morning person. I am a night person, or night owl. I like to stay up late. I do not like waking up early.
So what time do you wake up?
I usually wake up at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. is a good time. And Lucy, your question gives me a great idea for our topic today.
Really? What is the topic?
Today, we will talk about our daily routine.
Daily routine. That means the things we do every day, from the morning to the night.
Yes, this is the most important topic for English learners because we do these things every single day.
Yes, we wake up, we eat, we work, we sleep. Today, we will teach our listeners the simple words for all these actions.
So let's start at the very beginning of the day, the morning.
Okay, let's talk about the first action. Wake up.
Wake up means your eyes open. You are not sleeping anymore.
Yes, my phone makes a loud noise. Ring, ring, ring. That is my alarm.
Do you wake up immediately?
No, I press the snooze button.
The snooze button. That means you want to sleep for 5 more minutes.
Yes, I always press snooze. I say, just 5 more minutes, please.
I never press snooze. When my alarm rings, I open my eyes and I am ready.
You are crazy, Kevin.
So first we wake up. Then we get up.
Yes, there is a difference. Wake up is when your eyes open. Get up is when you leave the bed, you stand up.
I wake up at 6 a.m., but I get up at 6:15 a.m. I stay in bed for 15 minutes.
I wake up at 8 a.m. and I get up at 8:30 a.m. I like my bed. It is warm and cozy.
Okay, so we are out of bed. What is the next step?
The next step is the bathroom.
Yes, I walk to the bathroom. First, I wash my face.
Do you use hot water or cold water?
I use cold water. Cold water wakes me up. It makes me feel fresh.
I use warm water, and I use soap.
Then I brush my teeth. This is a very important action.
Yes, we use a toothbrush and toothpaste.
I brush my teeth for 2 minutes, up and down, left and right.
And I brush my hair. I have long hair, so I use a brush.
I have short hair. I use a comb.
Now, let's talk about the shower. Do you take a shower in the morning, Kevin?
Yes, I always take a shower in the morning. It makes me clean.
I take a shower too. I use soap for my body and shampoo for my hair.
Do you sing in the shower, Lucy?
Yes, I do. I sing very loudly. The bathroom has good acoustics.
I do not sing. I just wash quickly. Then I use a towel to dry my body.
After the shower, we need to get dressed.
Get dressed. This means to put clothes on your body.
What clothes do you wear in the morning, Kevin?
I wear casual clothes. I wear a blue shirt and black pants, or trousers.
Do you wear a uniform?
No, I do not have a uniform for my job. I can wear what I want.
I wear a dress or a skirt, and I put on my shoes.
Okay, we are clean and we are dressed. Now I am hungry.
Yes, it is time for breakfast.
Breakfast is the first meal of the day. We break the fast.
Kevin, do you make breakfast or do you buy breakfast?
I make breakfast at home. I go to the kitchen.
What do you make?
First, I make coffee. I cannot start my day without coffee.
How do you make your coffee?
I put coffee powder in a cup, I add hot water, and I add a little milk, no sugar.
No sugar? That is bitter.
I like it bitter. What do you drink in the morning, Lucy?
I drink tea. I love green tea. It is very healthy.
And what do you eat?
I eat toast. I put 2 pieces of bread in the toaster. Then I put butter and strawberry jam on the toast. It is sweet and delicious.
I eat cereal. I put cereal in a bowl and I add cold milk. It is very fast.
Sometimes on the weekend, I eat eggs. I fry 2 eggs.
Eggs are very good for you. They have protein.
So we finish breakfast. We wash our cups and plates. What time is it now, Kevin?
Now it is 7:30 a.m. It is time to go to work.
Or go to school for some of our listeners.
Yes, we call this the commute, the journey from home to work.
How do you go to work, Kevin? Do you drive a car?
No, I do not drive. I take the bus.
Taking the bus is good. How long is the bus ride?
It is about 30 minutes. I walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. When the bus comes, I sit down.
What do you do on the bus? Do you sleep?
No, I do not sleep. I listen to music or I listen to a podcast. Sometimes I read a book.
That is a good way to use your time.
How do you go to work, Lucy?
I drive my car. I take my car keys, I open the door, and I drive.
Is there a lot of traffic?
Yes, there is always too much traffic. Many cars on the road. The cars stop and go and stop and go. It is very slow.
That is why I like the bus. I do not have to drive in the traffic.
Yes, driving in traffic makes me a little angry in the morning.
Okay, so we arrive at work. What time do you start work, Lucy?
I start work at 9 a.m.
I start work at 8:30 a.m.
Let's talk about the morning at work. What is the first thing you do?
I walk into the office. I say good morning to my colleagues, the people I work with.
Yes, saying good morning is very polite.
Then I sit at my desk. I turn on my computer.
And what do you do?
First, I check my emails. I read the messages from my boss and my clients. I answer the important emails.
I do the same thing. I check my emails and I write a to-do list.
A to-do list. A list of things you must do today.
Yes. Number 1, write a report. Number 2, call Mr. Smith. Number 3, record a podcast with Kevin.
Yes, recording the podcast is the best part of the day.
We work hard all morning. We type on the computer, we talk on the phone, we have meetings.
Meetings. That's when many people sit in a room and talk about work.
Meetings can be very long. Sometimes they are boring.
Yes, but around 10:30 a.m., we have a short break.
Ah, the coffee break.
I go to the kitchen at work. I make my second cup of coffee. I talk to my friends. We rest for 10 minutes.
Then we go back to work. We work until it is time for the next big meal.
Yes, it is 12:30 p.m. It is time for lunch.
Lunch is the meal in the middle of the day.
Where do you eat lunch, Lucy?
I eat lunch at my desk. I bring a lunchbox from home.
What is in your lunchbox today?
Today, I have a chicken sandwich, an apple, and some water. It is a simple lunch.
That is healthy. I do not bring a lunchbox. I go out for lunch.
Where do you go?
I go to a small cafe near my office. I buy a bowl of soup and some bread, or sometimes I buy pizza.
Do you eat alone or do you eat with colleagues?
I usually eat with 2 colleagues. We sit at a table, we eat, and we talk about sports or movies. We do not talk about work during lunch.
That is a good rule. Lunch is a time to relax your brain.
Lunchtime is usually 1 hour, from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m.
After lunch, we enter the afternoon.
The afternoon is difficult.
Why is it difficult, Kevin?
Because after I eat lunch, my stomach is full and my eyes are heavy. I feel sleepy.
Yes, the afternoon slump. You have no energy.
I want to put my head on the desk and sleep, but I cannot. The boss is watching.
So what do?
I drink my third cup of coffee, or I stand up and walk around the office for 2 minutes.
In the afternoon, we finish our work. We complete the tasks on the to-do list.
Yes, I send the final emails. I organize my desk. I put my pens in the cup. I turn off my computer.
What time do you finish work, Kevin?
I finish work at 5 p.m.
I finish work at 5:30 p.m.
When 5 p.m. comes, I am very happy. I say goodbye to my colleagues. I take my bag and I leave the building.
Now it is time to go home.
The commute again. I walk to the bus stop. I take the bus home.
Is the bus crowded in the evening?
Yes, crowded means there are many people. Everyone is going home at the same time. Sometimes I cannot sit. I have to stand on the bus.
I drive my car home. And again, traffic.
More traffic.
Yes, but I play loud music in my car. I sing along with the music. It makes me happy.
Singing in the car is fun. Nobody can hear you.
Exactly.
I arrive home at 5:45 p.m. I open the front door. I am home.
What is the first thing you do when you enter your house, Kevin?
The first thing I do is take off my shoes. I do not wear shoes inside my house.
That is very clean.
Then I change my clothes. I take off my work shirt. I put on comfortable clothes, a t-shirt and soft pants.
Yes, comfortable clothes are the best. I do the same thing. I take off my work shoes, put on my slippers.
Then we enter the evening, the time to relax.
What do you do to relax, Kevin?
I sit on the sofa in my living room. I close my eyes for 10 minutes. I just rest in the quiet.
Do you watch TV?
Sometimes I turn on the TV and watch the news. I want to know what happened in the world today.
I do not watch the news. It is too sad. I watch funny videos on my phone.
That is also a good way to relax.
Sometimes I do housework in the evening.
Housework, the jobs in the house. Like what?
I use the broom to sweep the floor. I water my plants. I put my dirty clothes in the washing machine.
I do housework on the weekend. During the week, I am too tired.
You are lazy, Kevin.
I know, I admit it.
Around 7 p.m., I go to the kitchen again. It is time for dinner.
Dinner is the last big meal of the day.
Do you cook dinner, Kevin?
Yes, I try to cook simple food. I boil some pasta and I make a tomato sauce. Or I cook rice and chicken.
Cooking is fun. I like to chop vegetables. I cut carrots, onions, and potatoes. I make a big soup.
Does it smell good?
Yes, the kitchen smells wonderful.
Who do you eat dinner with, Lucy?
I eat dinner with my family. We sit at the dining table. We do not look at our phones. We talk.
What do you talk about?
We talk about our day. How was work? How was school?
That is very nice. It's a good family tradition. I live alone, so I eat dinner alone.
Do you sit at the table?
No, I sit on the sofa and I eat my dinner while I watch TV.
Ah, TV dinner.
Yes, it is relaxing for me.
After dinner, we must wash the dishes.
I hate washing the dishes. The plates are dirty, the pots are dirty. I use warm water and dish soap. I wash them and I dry them.
I use a dishwasher. I put the plates inside, I press a button, and the machine washes them.
You are lucky. A dishwasher is a great machine.
So the kitchen is clean. Dinner is finished. It is 8:30 p.m. What do you do now?
Now is my free time, my hobbies.
What are your hobbies in the evening?
I love to read. I sit in my comfortable chair, I turn on a small lamp, and I read a book.
What kind of books do you read?
I read adventure stories or mysteries. It helps my brain forget about work.
I like to read too, but I also like to listen to music. I put on my headphones and I listen to soft music.
Do you ever call your friends?
Yes, sometimes I call my best friend. We talk on the phone for 30 minutes. We laugh and share stories.
I sometimes play video games. I play games on my computer with friends from other countries.
That is a very modern hobby.
Yes, the evening goes very fast. Suddenly, it's 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m. It is time for the night routine.
The night routine is preparing the body for sleep.
Yes, I go back to the bathroom. I wash my face again. I wash away the dirt from the day.
And we must brush our teeth again.
Very important. Brush teeth in the morning and brush teeth at night. The dentist will be happy.
Yes, 2 minutes of brushing.
Then I change my clothes again. I take off my comfortable clothes and I put on my pajamas.
Pajamas, clothes for sleeping.
My pajamas are very soft. They keep me warm.
I wear pajamas too.
Now we walk to the bedroom, we get into bed.
Before I sleep, I do one very important thing. I set my alarm.
Yes, if you forget to set your alarm, you will be late for work tomorrow.
I take my phone, I set the alarm for 6 a.m., I put the phone on the table next to my bed.
Then I turn off the light. The room is dark.
And I go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Your eyes close, your breathing slows down, and you dream.
That is a complete day from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Wow, we do so many things in one day.
But, Lucy, this is a weekday routine. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes, the days we work.
But what about the weekend, Saturday and Sunday? Is your routine the same?
No, the weekend routine is very different.
Tell me about your Saturday morning.
On Saturday, my alarm clock is off. No alarm.
Ooh, that is the best feeling.
Yes, I sleep in.
Sleep in. That means you sleep later than usual.
I wake up at 10 a.m. I stay in bed. I read a book in bed.
And what do you do during the day? Do you work?
No work. On the weekend, I do the groceries.
Groceries, buying food from the supermarket.
Yes, I go to the supermarket. I buy apples, bread, milk, chicken, and pasta for the week.
I do my groceries on Sunday morning.
What else do you do on the weekend, Kevin?
I do the laundry. I wash my dirty clothes. I hang them to dry.
And do you relax?
Yes, on Saturday night, I go out.
Go out. Where do you go?
I go to a restaurant with my friends, or we go to the cinema to watch a new movie.
That is fun. Sunday is my lazy day. I stay home, I clean the house, I prepare for Monday.
Yes, Sunday evening is a little sad because Monday is coming.
But that is life. We need the work days to enjoy the rest days.
Okay, Lucy, we used a lot of great words today. Let's do a word tour.
Yes, let's review the important words for daily routine.
Let's talk about adverbs of frequency.
Oh, big grammar words. But they are easy. These words tell us how often we do something.
The first word is always.
Always. This means 100% of the time. Every single day.
For example, I always brush my teeth in the morning.
Yes, you do not skip a day.
The next word is usually.
Usually. This means 80% or 90%, almost every day, but maybe you miss one day.
For example, I usually drink coffee for breakfast, but maybe one day I drink tea.
The next word is often.
Often. This means many times, maybe 60 or 70%.
I often read a book in the evening.
The next word is sometimes.
Sometimes. This means 50% or less. Not every day, just some days.
For example, I sometimes watch a movie on Friday night.
And the last word is never.
Never. N-E-V-E-R. This means 0% of the time. You do not do it.
For example, I never wake up at 5 a.m. It is too early.
Or I never eat meat because I'm a vegetarian.
These words are very important when you talk about your routine.
Let's review the verbs.
Wake up.
Get up.
Take a shower.
Get dressed.
Have breakfast.
Go to work.
Finish work.
Have dinner.
Go to bed. These are the building blocks of your day.
Yes, if you know these words, you can describe your whole life.
Now we have some homework for our listeners.
Yes, it is your turn to speak.
Go to the comments section below.
We want you to tell us about your morning routine.
Answer these questions. What time do you usually wake up? What do you always eat or drink for breakfast?
Write a simple sentence. For example, I usually wake up at 7 a.m. I always drink tea for breakfast.
Or, I wake up at 9 a.m. I sometimes eat eggs.
Use the words we taught you today. Always, usually, sometimes.
We really love reading your comments. It's a great way to practice your writing.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is a safe place. We are all learning together.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
Yes,
You didn't waste your time. You invested it in your English. You are doing a great job.
I hope you have a wonderful morning, a productive afternoon, and a relaxing evening.
Sleep well tonight and wake up ready for a new day.
See you next time on Talk Lucy Podcast. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care.